Hello, welcome back to Provide Cars online auction system demo. This is a screencast, and if you have watched the screencast we've done so far, you'll know how to do a very basic search and also some of the features of the search screen. Now, in this screencast, we're going to be looking very briefly at the search results. So as you can see here, this is what we're showing right now is a search on 2005 to 2006 Mazda Demios with auction grade between 3.5 and 4, and the maximum kilometers from 0 up to 80,000. And as you can see, today is February 9th, and it's 8:16 in Japan, so the auctions will be starting very shortly. And we've got 12 results up here. And I'm just going to go through these columns and just show you what each one means. So as I said, it was February 9th in Japan, so here it shows you the day, and that's Tuesday. So it can, remember, you can search on different auction days. So if you're searching on several days, this will show you which date each car is coming up, so that can be useful sometimes. The next column says the auction name and the auction lot. So this is, for example, this is CAA Gifu, and the lot number is 1091. Now this section here, the ID, I will show you another time, not in this one. I'm just going to go very quickly through this screen. The make is Mazda, model is a Demio, and as you can see, some of them have model and a grade, so this one's just a Demio at the top here, but here we have Demio, and then the submodel, the subclassification is casual. So some auctions give you more detail than others. This auction, CAA Gifu, is not giving you much detail, it just tells you it's a Demio. And this one, TA Hiroshima, underneath it you've got a Demio, and it's telling you it's a Demio Casual. Just really depends on the auction. Here's the chassis type, DY3W. The year says 05, that's 2005. Kilometers, 25, but as you can see that actually means 25,000 kilometers. Now here the color, you've got silver, then here it says 22R. As you can see with this particular auction, they're also giving you the color number as well as the color name, so that can be useful in some situations. Here is the CC rating of the engine. As you can see, most of these are 1300 cc, but down here we have got a 1500 cc Demio in here as well. As you can see also its chassis number is different, it's a DY5W. Next we've got transmission. All of these are either FAT or AT. In practice, FAT and AT are actually the same, they're both automatic. You will also see MT for manual transmission, and other ways to write the manual transmission, which is used by some auctions, is to put an F and then the number of gears. So you would see F5 would be a 5-speed manual, F6 would be a 6-speed manual, etc. Next column here, this is the fuel. So as you can see here, this is quite handy if you do a mouse over. Just hold your mouse over this at the top. It's the fuel type, so it pops up a little window, tells you what it is. P is for petrol, D is for diesel. So some auctions, as you see, are giving you that indication that it's petrol. Now this auction here and this one here, you've got just a hyphen. That means that there's no information about the fuel type. It doesn't mean that it's not petrol, it just means there's no information. Here we have equipment. So AC is obviously air conditioning, but if you're not sure, for example, what is SRS, you can just mouse over and it will say supplemental restraint system, which in normal English you would say airbags. So just use the mouse over to see what each item is. This column has the start price. Start is 50,000 yen. Now if you're bidding, the only reason you're interested in the start price is that will tell you where you have to start bidding. You can't bid 49,000 yen for this car because the bidding starts from 50. However, the owner is probably not going to take 49,000 yen for a 2005 Demio like this. So the start price just tells you where it starts, but it doesn't give you an indication really of where the market is going to take the price. So we'll have a look at how to figure out market prices in another screencast. And finally here on the right hand side we've got a result. Now as you can see up here, the time, it's still early in the morning in Japan. The auctions haven't actually started at all, so the result here is still blank. But once the result comes in, and if you look at cars, for example, in the previous day's auction, you'll be able to see here the result. It will say sold for such and such an amount of yen, or it will say not sold, and then that will give you an indication of how much these particular cars are selling for in the auctions. And that's the end of this screencast. If you're interested in getting cars from Japan, please come to providecars.com, where you can sign up for a 2-week free guest pass, and also you can talk with us about any questions you might have about buying from Japan. Again, the address is providecars.com. Thank you very much.